Hello everyone, teachers, our head teachers, and our district education officers. We bring you greetings from the Human Resource Management Development Department of Etiwa East District Education Office. It has become necessary for us to use this video illustration to explain some of the challenges and also orient you on how you can effectively conduct effective and efficient PLCs in our various clusters and schools. It is believed that after this presentation, we will be able to conduct effective supervision and monitoring of PLC activities in our clusters. Now, what is this illustration about? This illustration is about how head teachers who are supervisors and also our district education officers can do effective monitoring and supervision of PLC activities in our various schools and clusters. But before we begin, it is necessary for us to address some of the misconceptions and coming or emanating from some teachers and our head teachers, so that they will also be on the same lane. Some of us were complaining on our CPD platform that there is a confusion and therefore you don't know what you are supposed to do. So ideally, your complaint here shows that you lack some competencies in organizing effective PLCs or CPDs in your schools or clusters, and also doing it in a way that meets the national teacher standards. So those of us who have issues with the current development on how to make our CPDs and PLCs effective in our district here is because you are not familiarized yourself with the national teacher standards and also the teacher continual professional development policy. So we urge you to take those documents, get those documents which we have shared them on our platforms, CPD platforms, and read them thoroughly. You can also get a copy of the hard copies if you want by contacting us at the office or the HRMD department. We will get you a hard copy, which that one you have to foot the cost. But as a professional teacher or as an officer, you need to get those materials for your own consumption and also for a meaningful understanding implementation of CPDs and PLCs in our various institutions. Secondly, we will also have to understand that the agency that is in charge of teacher continuous professional development is National Teaching Council, and they decide or may decide to update these policies which we are implementing at any point in time. So when that is done, all that we need to do as a professional teacher is to read, familiarize yourself with the new updates or new development, adjust yourself, acquire those knowledge, and then implement same. We must also understand that stakeholders have a role in ensuring that our teachers on the field and even at the offices, teachers in administration, teachers in the classroom, and teachers in the office, the role that each of us play, we are able to play them effectively and efficiently But we can also do that when we are well abreast with the national teacher standards, the PLC handbook as we have said on the platform, the pre-tertiary teacher development policy, development management policy framework. These documents are very essential if we want to understand teacher professionalism and how we must do our things in regards to PLCs and CPDs in our institution. Now, there is a current update as to what teachers and head teachers must be doing and officers must be doing in regards to the organization of PLC. So the National Teaching Council has brought on board a model, and that is a handbook. As a teacher, if you are going to teach, I believe you cannot teach without a curriculum. Good. So NTC has developed a document, a model that meets the national teacher standards, and that model indeed is supposed to lead us on how we can effectively and efficiently organize PLC activities in our schools and our cluster basis. Now, the HRM department have in close consultation with our District Director of Education saw this and therefore decided identify these challenges, and therefore decided to make some reformations to be able to meet the expectations in the national teaching standards, so that all schools in our district over here will be able to do the right thing. And if we are able to do the right things, then indeed we can become more competent because we are able to meet the national teacher standards. So what we first did was to do needs assessment, which we realized that most of the schools since first term, second term, do not have enough information or have inadequate knowledge on how to conduct effective PLCs in our various schools. And those of us who are the few schools that were doing something were misaligned. That means whatever they were doing during their PLC sessions were not in line or in conformity with the national teaching standards. So is this information to you and this guidance from the directorate, so that if you are a head teacher, you are a teacher or an officer, you conform to these new directives or this information, so that you'll be able to do effective and efficient conduction of PLCs, so that we can together benefit of it. We know that overall goal is to improve upon our efficiency, both management and also teaching. So when we have effective teaching and efficient management, then we believe it can translate to efficient teaching and learning in our schools. And that will overall effect will be that we'll be having improvement in learning outcomes and whole school improvement. So please, those of us who were throwing their hands in the air and they were confused, please, let's get this understanding. So schools are therefore entreated to have their cluster PLC meetings. Subsequent that, the head teachers are supposed to supervise those activities, and they are supposed to, together with their curriculum list, to report on weekly basis all PLC's activities or sections that have been conducted in their clusters. Officers have been clusterized, or they have also been clustered to oversee or monitor the PLC activities in the various clusters which we have shared on the platform. So clusters are supposed to identify their monitors and work with them. On weekly basis, curriculum leaders together with their head teachers are supposed to see to it that if there is effective organization of PLCs, and then report on weekly basis accordingly. Okay. Now, this form as shown over here is going to collect information on PLC activities. So we're going to collect data on PLC organizations in our schools from first term 2023-2024 academic year up to date. So please, let's stay to our Glow and then go through how you are going to submit those reports, starting from term 1, week 1, up to the last term that will bring this academic year to a close. So first term you have to submit from week 1 up to the last week. Second term you do the same. Then third term too you do the same. And the period is that supposed to do on every week. So even if a particular week you couldn't do it, you have to use the same link and submit some information to justify that you couldn't undertake this PLC because of 1 or 2 reasons. Please, let's take note. Then we must also understand that whatever you are submitting on this online template, you have a hard copies also over there in your schools, because NTC will be discharging their portfolio assessors to the various schools to find out if indeed whatever you said you have done in your schools, indeed you have done them or otherwise. So head teachers and officers, let us take note. Now, when or as soon as this particular PS session is done, you're supposed to log in. The head teacher is supposed to log in into his teacher portal, NTC teacher portal, and then continue with the submission of the attendance sheet on weekly basis, and NTC will look at the attendance then award the point to the teachers as well. So please let us take note. Now, it is expected that for every term you have at least 8 to 11 sessions. So this is how they are going to calculate it. If you are able to conduct all of the 11 sections, then it means that it will be 11 over the number of PLC sessions that will have to be done for the term. That is 11 times 8. So you are able to get your 8 points for the term. Please, let us take note. If you did 4 PLC sessions, then it means it will be 4 over 8 times 4 over 11 times 8 points. 8 credit points. So that will be 4 divided by 8, and that is going to be 1 over 2 times 11. So that will be around 5.5. So instead of you, the teachers, getting all the 8 points, now you'll be getting 5.5 points as for the PLCs, for the organization of PLC. Now, PLC is just like the previous in-service training that we have been having, or we had. That is school-based in-service training. Then we also have the cluster-based in-service training. So now the cluster-based in-service training based on NTC's new direction, the SBI or school-based in-service training is for the PLCs. Then CPDs is basically CPD day. Indeed, we are supposed to have CPDs for once every term. So let's understand that. So the cluster 1 is now CPD. Then we have that the CPD day. Then we also have the PLC sessions every week, also representing the school-based in-service training, SBI. So just as I said, I have to repeat this, that I said you were supposed to do 11 PLCs within the term. So if you're able to do all that within the term, so it will be the number of times you held your PLC, that's 11, divided by the number of times you are supposed to have your PLCs, which is 11, right? Then you multiply it by 8 CPD points. So the numerator and denominator 11 will cross it out. You have your 8 points. On the other hand, if you were able to conduct, let's say, 4, so it will be 4 divided by 11 times 8 points. And once you know you were able to conduct 4, definitely you will be getting about 3 point something out of the 8 points for the term. So head teachers, let's understand it, because if you complain, your complaining will not go anywhere. The best thing for you to do is to ensure that you have the records, and indeed you have your PLCs conducted, and then you fill the appropriate reports so that you benefit from whatever you're supposed to benefit from. Now, another issue has to do with the first term and second term. So if you didn't have a clue with the first term or second term, this particular illustrations will lead you what to do. So please let us take note. Now let's continue on how you're going to fill the form. But before then, let me quickly, you click on the link first. Okay, so sorry. So this is the link. Sorry. So this is the link you have to click. Okay. So when that is done, you click on it. It opens to a Google form. So this is your weekly remote school report too. And as I indicated or I said earlier on, you are starting from first term week 1. Good. So you may have the opportunity to read through the preamble, some introduction about PLC and its importance, and how the PLC, the demands or the feature of the PLC handbook, and how it has been structured to make sure that after going through, you'll be able to meet the national teacher standards, the standards in them. All right. So you indicate your email. Then here, please let us take note over here. Because some of us were not aware about this model, For first term and second term, select other PLC sessions. Then you click on next. So first term and second term, you have to select option other PLC sessions. Then you click on next. Now, you must make sure that you have data and you have the hard copies also over there. If your internet is not good, you have to position yourself to a place where your internet is good. Besides, you may encounter some challenges. So here, as a head teacher, for first term and second term, you didn't have the PLC handbook and you were at sea, so you didn't know exactly what to do. So in the schools, it was identified that you chose your own topic and then you use it during PLC session. Ideally, it shouldn't have been so. But if you did that for first term and second term, then you have to choose other PLC sessions. So you choose PLC session, then you click on next. Then we have some directions over there. It reads, please kindly click on the link above to submit report for PL sessions held. So you click on this link. You click on this link. So you click on this link, other PL sessions. Once you click on it, it opens to the form for you. So then you indicate your email address and it reads, congratulations for successfully organizing PLC in your institution. So it means that you have the first term, all the reports that you did, you have them in place. So with week 1, you begin with week 1. Then you enter the name of the institution or school office. You continue with the circuit, the MS code, PLC cluster in which you are in, your school email, corporate account, phone number of your school head, name of school head, name of curriculum lead, and phone number, curriculum lead. And you click on next. So first week, whether you did it or you didn't do it, you need to fill this form for that particular week. You select the academic year, academic term, the academic week number. So here it becomes week 1. Then here, that is the turning point. It's asking you, was PLC conducted in your institution? So this particular week 1, if you did not conduct, you click on no. Then you click on next. So once you click on next, here you were not able to do it, so you state your challenges over here. Then if you have any recommendations or suggestions to the District Teacher Continuing Professional Development Committee. So we have a committee that is chaired by the District Director of Education, and that committee takes into consideration all our professional development programs in this district. So you have challenges or recommendations, you put them over here. Then for week 1, you click on submit. Please let us take note. Now, what if, so once you are done, you can follow the same process as the link on the WhatsApp platform, to then you submit for the subsequent weeks, week 2, week 3, week 4, week up to the last week for the term. If let's say in week 2 you conducted it, then you go through the same process. When you reach the academic week number, here you make it 2. So let's assume that academic number 2 PLC was conducted. So here you select yes and you click on next. Okay, then you continue to fill all the details. You fill all of them: secretary, strand, the strand of the topic that you did. Let's say you did something under time management, then the goal, the purpose. If you have any issue on how to formulate the purpose, the learning outcomes, you check the PLC handbook and your national teaching standards. So when you are done, here you continue the same process. So when you open the link, all the informations, all the questionnaires will be open to you, and then you fill them appropriately and move on to next. Good. So once you are done, you continue. When you are done, here also very important, anytime you submit this form on a weekly basis, you have to make sure that if you have not uploaded your action plan, the annual action plan, you have to upload it. So that one is done once, right? Then where you see the asterisk red over here, it means that those places are very, very much required. So here, the attendance sheet for the week under reporting, you click on it, then you select the required document. Here it is requesting for please upload pictures for the PLC or CPD event for the week under reporting. You need to read the instructions very carefully, and then you are able to make the submission. So here you click on browse, you send it to your phone memory, media, select media, then you select the pictures. Okay, you can select in a lot of pictures depending on the activity that you undertook. So here this is I've uploaded a picture for the PSCPD event for the week that I'm reporting. I'm done, then I'll click on next. You do likewise for the attendance and also the action plan. Here, if there is any challenges, you state them. Any recommendations, you state them. Then if there is no information that you want to submit to you, then you input any, that means non-available or non-applicable to you. Then you indicate yes, indicate that you are committed yourself, that whatever information you put there was accurate. Then you click on submit. So once you click on submit, the information that you are submitted get to our district database, and the information that you put there will be used to take decisions our CPD and PLC activities effective and efficient, so that all the challenges that we are experiencing will also be addressed, and together we can improve upon teacher quality, management efficiency, and improvement in learning outcomes, and also the whole school improvement. Here, look at the information here. Say that congratulations for conducting and submitting report on your PL session for this week to the district CPD committee. you have received your PLC or CPD report, click on the link below to submit pictures of your PLC activities on the WhatsApp platform. So you continue to click on this. Then once you click on it, it sends you to your PLC platform. Good. So this is the Ituwai District PLC platform. Then here you can share your pictures of PLC for the community of teachers in our district to know that indeed your school too, you are doing something over here. It could be video presentations of your activities over here. We are all learning, so let us all embrace this policy and do likewise. I also want to end by saying that as a teacher, we all need to have a PLC, our personal CPD plan, and allocate the various allowances that we are using to improve upon our competencies. Thank you very much for your patience and your understanding. Please, if you have any challenge, kindly share it on the Ituwai District PLC platform. But let us avoid the lamentations and then ask our questions for redress. It will help all of us all. Thank you very much. And may I also end by saying that if a school refuses to go by this information or these directives, then the teachers are going to suffer with the crediting of points. So let us understand, if not now, tomorrow. And the schools that will not be showing interest as far as this illustration is concerned, then please be prepared to meet the CPD committee for your own explanation, especially the head teachers and your curriculum leaders. Thank you very much. Bye for now.